Would you forgive your dad for choosing a secret girlfriend over your family's survival? My dad left us financially struggling to move in with a woman we've never properly met, and now I don't want to speak to him anymore. Let me explain why. My parents divorced back in 2019 after 22 years of marriage. I was in my first year of university at the time. The divorce was mutual since my mom had never fully forgiven my dad for his serial cheating and lying. He was, quite frankly, a terrible husband. But because of our financial situation and the fact that they were helping pay for my university, they continued living together under the same roof even after the divorce. My older sister also lives with us, so it was the four of us managing the household together. Fast forward 2 years. My mom started seeing someone back in our home country in a long-distance relationship. My dad, who had been cheating throughout the divorce process, eventually found a woman he said he really liked. He wanted me and my sister to meet her. My sister was apprehensive because dad's a serial cheater, so this woman could have been the reason our parents' marriage fell apart in the first place. I was more forgiving at the time, asking him how she was doing, trying to keep the peace. When my mom went on a 3-month holiday back to our home country, the woman finally came over to visit. But it was suspicious that dad only invited her when mom was gone. The woman was strange from the start. She didn't want to meet me or my sister properly. She'd come through the back door late at night like she was sneaking around. When I asked dad about it, he said he couldn't visit her house because she had an autistic young son she didn't want him to meet yet. Weird, but whatever. When mom came back home, everything was still fine between all of us. But then dad's girlfriend started saying she no longer felt comfortable coming to the house now that mom was back. She demanded dad move out immediately. We told him to let her know mom was completely chill about it, that we could even leave for a weekend to give them privacy. We were being incredibly accommodating. But the girlfriend still refused and wouldn't let dad come to her house either. So I told him straight up that if she doesn't want to meet his kids or let him meet hers, she doesn't see a future with him. I guess he said something to her about it because the next day, dad packed a bag and went to stay at her place. This turned from a weekend away into 3 weeks of him barely contacting us. We got worried and kept calling and texting. Eventually, dad came home one evening when everyone was upstairs except me. He coldly told me he was moving out. I started crying because the only reason we all still lived together was our financial situation. Without him, we'd be struggling badly. My mom and sister heard me crying and came downstairs. We all begged him to stay just 1 or 2 more months so we could get on better financial ground. My mom was broke from her holiday, my sister was paying back a large loan, and I was the only one with substantial income to cover the bills dad was leaving behind. He refused. He said he couldn't pay bills in 2 households and had to leave. He packed another bag and left on a really bad note. We asked for the house key back since he wasn't living there anymore, but he wouldn't give it to us. He said he had stuff at the house, but when we offered to drop it off at his new place, he refused to give us his address. Since August, he's messaged me twice a week and I haven't replied once. We told him our financial situation. We almost lost the roof over our heads because he'd rather pay her bills than stay with us for just 1 or 2 more months. His own daughters. Recently, he texted saying he hurt his leg and was on crutches. We couldn't even visit him if we wanted to because he still won't give us his address. Some friends who know my dad, well, say I don't have to talk to him ever again. Others say he's only human, wanted to be happy, and I should reach out. I feel a little guilty, but he made his bed. He chose to live with this woman and pay her bills while we suffered. If he clearly doesn't care about us, why should I care about him?